Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun. Today we're analyzing Maseches Challah, Perek Gimel, Mishnah Hey. Mishnah Hey clearly says, and Mishnah Vav also really says, is that if you're not Jewish, Kashas Kmar Lish, and you own the dough as a non-Jew, and you need dough, even if Yisrael, you hire a Jew to work for you, and he needs the dough, since the dough belongs to you, it's a non-Jewish bakery and own the non-Jewish owner, so it's pater min hachala. It's pater min hachala. Now, really, why do you need to say this? We know all Zayim is bnei Noach. It's all that goyim are chayiv. They're not chayiv in other mitzvahs. So, what's going on? Why is a non-Jew not chayiv in challah? Why does the Mishnah feel necessary to state that? So, I believe that the answer is, this is sort of a hashkafic shir, but as we've said, the mitzvah of challah is a mitzvah of thanks, of hodah to Hashem. While I was thinking about this Iyun, I was listening to Benny Friedman sing Todah Lecha Hashem, his song. It's an old song. He says, "Thank you Hashem." So it was really interesting that he sang a song, "Thank you Hashem," before Joey Newcomb, but he didn't get the credit. I mean, even though he has like 15 million views for that song on YouTube, but like a video with balloons or something. Anyway, so that's the idea of Challah, is to give thanks to Hashem. It's like Bikurim, Bechor, Behema, Bechor Adam. You got to the firstborn, your firstborn fruits, your first developed fruits, your firstborn animal, firstborn child, at the Rechem. So you want to give thanks to Hashem. Technically, we explained in the previous shiur, it belongs to Hashem. You have to buy it back from Hashem. You have to give a portion to that, give money, pidyon adben, or you have to buy it back, take off Challah, give that to the Kohen, who's the agent of Hashem. You have to thank Hashem, and when you bake bread, or you need dough that's going to be used for bread, which is honorary bread, which is going to enhance a meal, that's your best food, right? Honorary food. You have to give thanks to Hashem. Now, a goy technically does not have to give thanks to Hashem. That's what this Mishnah is saying, right? You don't have to give thanks to Hashem, a goy. Now, why shouldn't the goy have to give thanks to Hashem? Just like a Jew has to thank Hashem. We believe that Goyim also should thank Hashem. They're chayiv and zayim is enough. They have to acknowledge Hashem. They can't do avodah zarah. They have to acknowledge Hashem. So why aren't they chayiv to thank Hashem? The idea is, you heard hashgacha pratis. It's a concept the Ramban says al Torah that there's hashgacha pratis. Is hashgacha pratis by Jews or by non-Jews also? So I like to suggest this Mishnah is really saying that hashgacha pratis only applies by Jews. That's what we give thanks for. We give so much thanks to Hashem because Hashem has hashgacha pratis on Jews. If you think about it in the world, right, you don't see too many homeless Jews. You don't see too many Jews that, need funds. They're in dire straits financially or with medical bills or any other difficulty they encounter in life. There's so many Jewish organizations, non-for-profit organizations, that take care of the needs of Jews. You don't find the chesed that the Jewish community does for its members anywhere else, any other religion, any other ethnicity, any other race or culture in the world. You only find it really by Jews, and that's hashgacha pratis. Hashem makes sure through these chesed organizations that Jews will always be taken care of. They'll be taken care of. They're never going to come to complete poverty. Some will go off the derech, some will have addiction problems, but there's always organizations. There's so many organizations to take care of this. There's Mika Amcha Yisrael. There's no nation like the Jews that have so many chesed organizations, so many organizations to take care of. And that's what hashgacha pratis is. Hashem organizes it, arranges it, that you should have things to take care of you, that you shouldn't come to complete homelessness, complete poverty, complete dejection. There's so many support groups, support organizations to help Jews. Non-Jews don't have that same infrastructure. Even the religious non-Jews that are part of churches, part of mosques, don't actually have the same infrastructure in the community, I believe. And hashgacha pratis tells us that Hashem he only has that by the Jews. So therefore, when you give thanks, you thank Hashem for that hashgacha pratis. That's what you're thanking for. And specifically, He's giving you nice bread over here. He's giving you a bechor, Adam, bechor behema. He's giving you bikurim, nice fruits. You got to thank Hashem because Hashem's taking care of you. To thank for Hashem for that hashgacha pratis. You don't have hashgacha pratis, so therefore they don't have such a necessity to thank Hashem. That's the explanation I'd like to give over here. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.